Hello everyone, this is Suzanne from God Crochet and Chatter. Welcome back. I want to take a moment to remind Crafty with Yarn 54, you were the winner of the giveaway. You must contact me within 7 days, and that would be the 28th, or I will have to do a redraw on that giveaway. I hope you come back and claim your prize. And if not, I will be drawing another name from that giveaway. I think that would be fair to everybody that entered. Okay, today we're going to do a nice devotional. I'm sorry I wasn't on yesterday. My daughter had called the night before and said, Kevin has a doctor's appointment. After that doctor's appointment, I would, we'd like to come over. I said, oh, absolutely. So I'm just about getting ready to do my devotional, and my daughter calls and she says, is it okay if Kevin drops me off and Tyler, then he can go to his appointment? And I said, absolutely. So they got here earlier than what I expected, but that was great. We had a lovely afternoon. My daughter vacuumed and helped straighten up some things, and we had a good time together. And I gave her her birthday present. Her birthday's January 28th, and I said, well, as long as you're here, I might as well give you your birthday present. So that was all good and all fun. So by the time I got done with that and got dinner, I was kind of done for the day. So I'm sorry about that, but I'm not sorry about that because I got to spend the afternoon with my daughter. All right, today's devotional is Hold On to Hope, or when not to make a decision, and hold on to hope. And that will be explained in just a moment. The groundhog... Okay, let's start that again. The groundhog living in my backyard expanded their family this year. To my delight, one of the babies seemed to have been born extra curious and very friendly. He climbs onto my windowsills and peers lovingly through my windows, and in the morning he's adorable. We have a squirrel like that outside of our window, and it's just adorable. But in a recent storm, the little groundhog's curiosity almost killed him. I had no idea groundhogs climbed trees until I spotted him high in the branches out on a precarious limb. The wind howled, the thunder boomed, and the limb bent violently from side to side with that crazy groundhog hanging on like a rodeo rider. Everything about his position screamed, I have made an enormous error in judgment. I wanted to yell up to him, keep holding on, the storm will pass. Thankfully, the little groundhog survived his ordeal, but one foolish decision almost cost him his life. How often have I found myself in the same position? Out on a limb in a storm where my world is shaken. In these moments, holding on for dear life and wondering how I got myself into this situation in the first place. I just felt as foolish as a little groundhog. The truth is, my foolishness turns to a tragedy only when I let go of hope. Galatians 6:9 tells me to not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. No matter how fiercely the wind blows and the rain falls, and no matter how thin the branch I'm clinging to, the storm will pass. A new day will rise as long as I take Franklin Roosevelt's advice. When you reach the end of your rope, tie a knot and hang on. Thank you, Jesus, that whatever storm I'm facing, you are my deliverer. As I hold tenaciously to hope, thank you that your grace sustains me and you renew my strength. My hope is in you today, and I will not give up. Amen. Now, there are many instances where something happens within a family unit, and things are misunderstood, things are taken too far, and it causes people not to speak to each other ever again. And out of that situation, the person that was hurt by that, most oftentimes their reaction is, that's it, I'm done, I don't want anything to do with you anymore. I can't believe you did that. And they start just going on and on and on and on. And it's like, and making decisions at that moment, and and their hurt and their anger. And that should never be so. If you make a decision because you're sad, you're angry, you feel like you've been stabbed in the back, that's no time to make any kind of decisions. Give it a couple weeks, contact the party involved, see if you can get it straightened out. Now, you may be guarded with this person from that point on, and sometimes things will not be the same, because when trust is broken down, it's hard to trust somebody again. But everybody's forgivable, and I know there's a saying, fool me once, shame on me, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. And sometimes relationships do change, and people are more guarded with each other. They still remain friends, and they still function as a family unit or whatever, but you never quite trust this person because you always have in the back of their mind that they betrayed you. And I think that if it would happen again, for me, like, you know what? This is a repeated habit that you have of, to my face, I'm all just that and a bag of chips too. And behind my back, you're saying bad things about me, or you're not standing up for me. That's very hurtful. And sometimes we have to put boundaries on people, but we never give up hope. It just means our situation has changed, and I have to protect myself and my heart. I forgive you, but our relationship has changed. And I think it's important to go to the person that has offended you. And, or if a person calls somebody else and says, do you know what? Da, 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 da. And they don't come to you to get clarification of a situation, or say to the person they're talking to, no, they would not do that. I know this person, and they're the most fine people you'd ever want to know, and they would never behave this way or act this way. They would never do you dirty. And oftentimes something is said, then the other person on the other end misconstrues it, and then there's this big mess. So that's why it's important that we go to the person that has offended us and say, look, I don't understand. Why didn't you stand up for me? You've known me for years that's not me, that's not who I am. And that really hurts. Here I think we're building up this great relationship over the years, and in one sentence, you destroyed that. Why would someone do that? And it's hurtful and it's painful. So we have to be forgiving. We have to, not make a decision in that moment. We need to pray about it. We need, to calm our spirit, go to the Lord with it, give it to God, and just take each day as it comes and see what unravels. If you need to get an attorney, if you need to separate yourself from that person, whatever it is, you will do that. So I'm a big one for forgiving. I think everybody deserves a second chance, maybe even a third chance. After that, it's like, no, I can't be around you because I can't trust you. You gossip about me, you say things behind my back, and I can't have somebody in my life like that. And pray for the person that is doing the offending and give them up to God. And I think we be a lot more content in our spirit when these type of things rise up. I've had instances in my own life where I didn't do anything wrong, and all of a sudden I'm the bad guy. And my son doesn't call me. I haven't talked to my son in years. And he just, instead of coming to me and get things clarified, he didn't. And it hurts and it's sad. And I pray for him. And I pray that one day he will contact me and we can get things settled, and he can be in my life again. But I had to put boundaries up. You know, it's like, if you're going to do crazy, you have to go do it somewhere else. So there are times where we just have to pray about it. If we have to have a good cry and get it out of our system, then go do that. But never make a decision when you're hurt, angry, and you feel so crushed in your spirit because of what somebody did. Never make a decision. Don't say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Oh, now I got to go do this. No. Give it a few weeks to calm down. And if the person approaches you and says, I can't believe I did that to you, I'm so sorry, and is really repenting of that, then by all means, resume your relationship, even though it may not ever be the same. And that's the sad part. When somebody that we trust misuses that trust and does things like that, it's like, wow. Here I thought we were really beyond all this, and you would watch out for me as I watch out for you, and I'm devastated. I'm just devastated. So we just have to hang on to that branch like the little groundhog done, even though the winds around us are pushing us here and there and trying to knock us off that limb. We need to hang on tight through that storm and know that eventually everything will work out if we don't become hardened in heart, and we don't hold a grudge ourselves, and we give people grace. All right, everyone, I hope you've enjoyed that devotional for today. I thought that was a really good devotional. I think they're all good, you know that. So, how's everybody doing? I am going to get ready and get out my machine. I did get my tray, my red tray, to put it on for the suction cups to hold better. So I think I'm going to try an ear warmer today. Hopefully I'll have it done today or tomorrow, and I can show it to you, and maybe even model it. So are you venturing out in anything new this year? A new craft maybe, or maybe reading more books, or what are you into? I would like to know that. All right, everyone, you take care. You know I love each and every one of you. Welcome to the new subscribers. I hope you found a home here at God Crochet and Chatter, where anything goes, and we all love the Lord so much. Bye-bye.